Good morning and welcome to day 12 of Vlogmas. It is December 12th today. It is Monday. I've just been tidying the house just a little bit and now I am, hey teddy bear. Now I'm going to soak some yarn and play. Today is dye whatever you want to dye day for me. So I have a vision of something I want to try out. I want to do something just with a white background and just subtle specks of maybe some olive, green and a mint, and then I might add a little contrast. It's always a question for me, at least, on when to stop. So, but we'll try that. Let's soak some yarn. Well, finally I found time to sit down and have my little morning chat, and it's really not even a morning chat anymore. It's 1. I have been super productive this morning. I dyed a batch of yarn. It didn't turn out exactly like I thought it would, because sometimes when I have explained this before, but sometimes when you take a dye, it's powder form. For those of you who don't know anything about dyeing yarn, all my colors are in powders. And if you have, let's say, a green powder, or at least a green it will be green if you mix it up in water, it'll be green, and when you apply that to the yarn, it'll be green. But green doesn't exist as a color. Green is a combination of blue and yellow pigments, and maybe even a little red, just to kind of, depending on the shade of green. So when, like I did today, kind of speckle a little bit with the green, it doesn't always turn out green. So when it hits the yarn and the yarn is warm and acidy, sometimes the color just break into all the combination of colors that exist in that green color. And that is exactly what happened today. It was all over the place in pinks and blues and goldens, and just like a explosion of color as soon as that dye hit the yarn. It's a newer dye. I haven't had this dye in my selection before. I've only tried to dye with it once when I had it mixed in water, and it was a really gorgeous dark green. Today, not so much. But I think it's when it's all dry and twisted, and I think it'll be really nice. Because it's actually hard to do speckles that small, so I'm very excited to see how that turns out. I made myself a cup of coffee. This is coffee number 2 today. I had the first one while I was watching my Vlogmas and knitting a little bit, and now I made myself another one, and I even brought some of the cookies I just made. They're still a little warm and lovely. I have a friend, he says, I don't understand the fuss about the Christmas cookies that just taste like butter and sugar. Exactly. Exactly like butter and sugar. These are really good. This is a very traditional Danish Christmas cookie. We call them finsk brød, which means Finnish bread. And I just talked to a girl or a woman from Sweden who said, they have the same in Sweden. They call them Finnish sticks. So I need to know if any of you are from Finland. Does these kind of cookies exist in Finland, and what do you call them? I don't know if my friend Anina is watching, but maybe you can help us, Anina. So I found the yarn from Lisa, and it is very exciting. I haven't heard about this before. I googled it. I was prepared this time. I did my research. This is called the Rico Superba sock. And what it is like I don't know with this exactly one, we'll open it. But it's like a sock yarn that will have some fun patterns. So maybe the whole leg would be one kind of pattern, and then it will be stripy on the foot. So many different, so it's not, the yarn is not the same from start to end. It'll change like halfway, so your foot will be something totally different. Look it up. But this doesn't. This is actually one of my favorite colors, as you can see, it's very close. So this is a very pretty soft lilac, and it goes perfect with the rest of the yarn balls down in this basket. It's so fun that you can totally tell that this must be Lisa's like color scheme. And her favorite colors. And I just saw this morning, I saw Sarah's podcast, and she's knitting socks in all the scraps that I sent her for the advent I sent to Sarah. And it's so funny because she goes every day, oh, another pink. And I'm like, yeah, sorry. Because that's totally my favorite color. So it's fun. You get to see what a friend or another knitter, what kind of yarns they like. I think this idea is just really, really fun. And I will link both Lisa and Sarah's podcasts down below, so you can see what they're doing. Yes, let me open my own advent. It is today, December 12th, and I have called this Candied Violets. We use this when we do like homemade Christmas, not candy, but we use a lot of marzipan and a lot of nougat in Danish Christmas. It's not candy, what do you call that? It's like, we call it confit, which is like, I guess like a mix between chocolate and candy. Sorry, I got distracted. My window is facing the street, so if people are walking by, they can just see me sit here and talk to my camera, so I always get a little... No, I'm not talking to a camera. Okay, so number 12. So this is Candied Violets, and this is exactly what they look like when we decorate the chocolate treats with Candied Violets. Of course, I should have been so prepared to have made that kind of candy today, but I haven't. I will be doing some later during December, because I promised my dad to bring some to, we are celebrating Christmas at their house, and I promised that I would make some of the homemade chocolate, and I'll decorate with some of this, so I will show you later what it looks like. On screen, I think it looks very blue. It's not as blue in real life. It is a little bit more purple than blue, but I love that it's so variegated. I am working on the other sock, and for some reason the first sock I did was so tight. I think that maybe I was being so focused on making a really pretty sock that my gauge was just tighter than usual. I don't know why, that was a little weird. Anyway, this is sock number 2. It feels just a tiny bit more loose. So I actually need to focus on not making this so much looser than the other one, because they need to fit a person that has the same type of feet. But anyway, I just started on skein number 3, and yeah, it's going fine. I saw that there are so many out there, so many out there. It's not like a million people, but like a few at least. Have shared on Instagram their own version of the socks, not in my advent yarn, but in other yarns, and some of them are like so pretty. So I think it is such a fun way to use your scraps and kind of pick out 5 colors that you think will go well together, and then knit these faded socks in any yarn or whatever advent you have, or if you just use your scraps. I think they're very cute. And today I am wearing my Giselle shawl. I don't know, I think I have shared the story about the Giselle shawl a million times, so I won't do that again. But it is, the inspiration came from the ballet that Giselle that I was watching at the theater with a friend. And yeah, this is it. I have some kits in my shop. I have dyed up some I think 2 or 3 different kits in the shop. So if you are interested in just buying the whole thing together, you can go check out what I have available. And yeah, my skin is still crazy burning hot, and but I have tried to just cover it down a little bit with some makeup. And number 12 is a body milk in the same kind of almondy as the other one from the other day. So December 12th, we're halfway. We're halfway through Vlogmas. That is crazy. That went by so fast. These days just go by so fast. I really enjoy doing Vlogmas. It's a lot of work, but I really enjoy doing Vlogmas. Also, I put now talking about Vlogmas, let's talk about birds. I put new bird, I don't know what they're called, but like balls that are made with fat and seeds for the birds. And I'm so excited to see if they will actually go all the way out there and eat from it, or if it's too close to the window, if they get too scared. But I fed them, so I hope the rats will stay away. I have hung it somewhere else because the place where it was before, the rat could sit in the tree and just kind of eat the yucky rat. Oh, by the way, one of the questions for the Q&A was, did you catch the rat? Actually, that was my husband asking me that on Instagram. I didn't know if he thought that it was like anonymous, but it wasn't. So I can actually see who was asking the question. But no, I didn't catch the rat, or at least I don't know, because if the rat actually went to the Alcatraz trap, I wouldn't know, because I don't think I can open it, and then also it has poison, so I don't want to touch it. The first one didn't have poison; it only had like treats. The other one is more hardcore, so that had poison. Like, don't go in here. So I don't know. I haven't seen any rats since, but I don't know if it's in the Alcatraz trap. We'll have to wait for the rat guy to come and check that out. I will twist all the yarn that I dyed yesterday, and I might take it with me because I'm very excited to see the mystery yarn, the 4 single ply 366 that I dyed with the leftovers. that I'm also going to call Last Christmas. No, not Last Christmas. I'm also going to call Christmas Leftovers, even though it's not the same color as the other two that's already been sold. Another thing. Yes, another thing. I have an idea. Let me just sip a coffee. I have an idea. When we did the Christmas sock sets, the inspiration from that yarn came from Annemieke in Holland, who sent me a picture. And it was just like such a good challenge for me to have a picture like that and then get inspiration from that. Kind of like what I do with the Dirty Dancing box set. So let's make a little competition. You send me a picture and I will choose the picture I like the best based on color or whatever, just whatever picture I like the best. And I will dye a yarn from the picture. What do you think? So I think the easiest is to just, you can send me the picture on Instagram. Maybe that's the easiest way. Then there's only one place I have to look. So no emailing. Send me a picture on Instagram. If I pick your picture for the yarn, I will send you a yarn. I don't think I'll do sock sets. I will just do I'll just do full skeins, no minis. Yeah, and I think I'll just I haven't decided yet if I will do more than one base, but I can't do all the bases. So maybe I'll just do the Camijo sock base, because you can use that for anything. Depending on the picture, maybe I think it'll fit well with some mohair as well. We will see. I will think about that and not make any promises. But if you want to enter this little dyeing competition, send me a picture. It could be anything. And I will dye the yarn from the picture I like the best. I promise I won't cheat and pick a picture from someone I know or like that. I won't do that. And I don't care if the picture is, if you live in the States or Canada or Italy or Finland, it doesn't matter. I promise I will ship the skein of yarn to you wherever you live. New Zealand, Australia, it's fine, it's no problem. Actually, it's the same price. Europe, the only price that is cheaper is if you live in Denmark. Any other country besides Denmark, it's the same price. So it's really no problem. The only thing is custom. You might have to pay some custom but that won't be that much, I don't think. I don't know. You have to check that. That's on you, not me. So I have, what do you think? That could be fun. I think that could be so much fun. If you want to enter, you just send me a picture and maybe just write for the Vlogmas competition or whatever. Good. I will chill for a little bit. And soon I will go and ship all my many orders. Thank you so much for all your orders. I have orders to Canada, United States, Italy, Finland, Sweden. I have more orders out of the country than I do in the country. Crazy. I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you. See you later.